Recording in progress.
So he is mechanical engineering. Okay, so currently he is attaching with one of the prestigious mechanical company as a service engineer. So he is very experienced in eSpring. So as we all know, water is one of the essential things that we can't live without it. So it is undeniable that we can't live without water. But a question for everyone here is, do you know what contains inside the water that we are drinking every day? So this is the questions we can think about it. So today, our speaker will share with us how this eSpring can bring us the benefits. So without further ado, let us welcome our speaker, Mr. Yong Chi Kit.
Hello, good evening, everyone of you. It's so glad to see you all again after the 2 weeks of the Lunar New Year holidays. All right, so give yourself a round of applause by tapping 555, and also applause to all the achievers and our pretty MC Janelle. All right, okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so yeah, so my first screen don't have any topics. Yeah, so as you can see in the pictures, it's about eSpring. So today I will mainly talk about our core products, one of our best-selling home tech products, eSpring. Okay, so for today's topics, I will mainly cover the awareness of the water pollutions, then the water pollution's effects on human health, and I will also analyze with you guys one by one of all the water treatment system that it's very common available in our Malaysian market, and also the technology behind our eSpring and what makes eSpring so special so stand out amongst all those brands, all those technologies. Yeah. So first, let's talk about the awareness of the water pollutions. Right. So what is water pollution? So by definitions, water pollution occurs when there's a harmful substances present in the water, all right, mainly caused by chemicals or microorganisms. So mainly due to the degrading of the water qualities and rendering it toxic to human or the environment. Okay, so that's mainly 2 types of water pollutions. The first type is the organic pollutions, which are mainly caused by the microorganisms, right? So mainly the microorganisms, mainly it's bacteria and viruses, which are presented in the water, generated by the excrement, animals, and vegetables waste. All right, so because when there's water, which the environment it's in the moisture, and moisture environment, it's very high chance to bound and promote the growth of the microorganisms. Yeah. So another type, which is the more dangerous type, which is the chemical pollutions, which are caused by the nitrates, and mainly the substance are mainly nitrates and phosphates, pesticides, and also the household products, which are like formaldehyde and chlorine, which are very commonly seen in our daily consumer products, like our detergents, and sometimes our paints. They are contains formaldehyde, which are very harmful to human health, and these kind of harmful chemicals eventually will flow back into the river, and we are the one who consuming the water. So actually, water pollution is it's very near to us. It's not very far topics from us, and every day the water that we use may be polluted, and if not treated well, it might fatal, it might cause death and cause a lot of problem in the long run also. Okay, so and water quality in Malaysia, it's pretty bad because because one of the reasons is because our country is also underdevelopment country, and due to the rapid urbanizations and the population's growth, these two have contributed both to an ever increasing demand for the water consumption, and at the same time to the level of water pollutions in Malaysia. Okay, so when there's people, no matter in Malaysia, in other country also, when there's a people, so there will be high chance, not high chance, we will definitely have some human waste, right? So we are often seeing this kind of news like happens in our newspaper, right? So the Malaysia's river pollutions cuts water supplies to more than 300,000 people. For those who are staying in Selangor, I think more or less you will experience like maybe 3 months one time, or like half an year one time in half an year, right? You will experience some water rationing issue due to some. The main reason of this water rationing, cut down water, is not because we don't have we have not enough water to use. It's because the water source in our river, it's over polluted. It's too dirty. It's not just dirty that it's dirty, but it's because it's dirty. The supply needs to be cut off, and the people are suffering without the water. Okay, so the reason for the cut down of the water is to let the clean water from the river to dilute out all the harmful chemicals, until the pollution's level is under the number of which can harmful to human bodies. Okay, so it's by our sides, the water pollution's issue. And the water quality in Malaysia is bad. All right, everyone know. The rivers pollution is a real problem. With more and more rivers are polluted, it's never ending. Okay, so continuous river pollutions will further deplete the water supplies, and many people are really unaware of that. The water they use every day is the water that has been treated after it has been sourced from the most polluted downstream rivers. Like you see that. So that you can see in the pictures, right? The rubbish, in the polluted river that contains a lot of rubbish, toxics and organic waste, as well as the effluents that wind up in our waterways. Okay, so one question. Okay, so do you think that the water come from our tap is clean? All right, so for many people, I think yes lah. For many people will think that, the water coming from the tap is quite clean, it's quite safe because they come out, it's crystal clear, right? And it's supposed to be clean because before they supply to our house, right, it's supposed to be treated in the water treatment plant, right? Right? Yes. According to our government, all right, the one of the department of the government, the department, right? So it's claimed that after the water has been treated in the water treatment plant, the water is safe to be drink. But the issue is, like, let me give an example. Okay, so that's for example, there's a Semenyih water treatment plant in our Selangor. All right, so before the water it supplies to our house, it is treated in the water treatment plant and go to the water dam in the Semenyih. Okay, so the Semenyih water dam is located in Semenyih, obviously. Okay, but the Semenyih water treatment plant is not located in Semenyih, but located in Putrajaya. Can you just imagine, along the transit way, it's around 20 to 50 kilometers. It's very high chance the water to collect all those pollutants, chemical substance. So let's see along the water distributions, the treated water can have high chance to meet up with those pharmaceuticals, pesticides, disinfection byproducts, and other pollutants. And this water maybe contains bacteria and viruses, no matter how many times it has been treated. All right. So after they go a long way here, they only supply to our household. Okay. So yes. So what are the water pollution's effect on our human health? Okay. So because our human, it's only 70% of us built up, it's by water, H2O. Just imagine if every day just imagine 70% of our human body, it's contained with dirty water, untreated water. Can you imagine how bad is it, right? So it's very important for us to do our best to get ourselves to consume clean water. Okay, so let's see the water pollution's effect on the human health. So we talk about pesticides. All right, the main substance that in the pesticide will harm our human health, it's carbonates and organophosphates, which can cause cancer and damage the nervous system. And we talk about chlorides, which can cause reproductive and endocrinal damage. And there are another pollutants in which is very common in our river pollution is nitrates. So this kind of substance is very dangerous to babies that drink formula milks, which means you mix the baby milks by using the water lah. Okay, so and this kind of and nitrates, it's one of the substance that restrict the amount of oxygen in the brain and cause the blue baby syndrome. So and actually in nowadays this kind of news is often happens in our newspaper already. It's not a very rare case already. So it's important that we get ourselves to invest in a water treatment system, a good one that manage to get you a clean water. All right, so another very common type of pollutants is the heavy metal. That is the dissolved heavy metal that can accumulate in the body and damage the central nervous system. And the worst part is this kind of heavy metal, it cannot be removed by our body by ourselves. Yeah, it's very, very dangerous when it's accumulate our body and will cause harm in the long run. Okay, so the effect of polluted water on humans. So actually in this world, 850 million people don't have access to clean drinking water. And dirty water causes the death of human beings every 10 seconds. And waterborne disease account for the death of around 3.6 million people a year, every year. And majority of these are children. Why? Because when all these chemicals, all these pollutants, harmful harmful organisms go into the body, the children's body are not ready to fight off all of these chemical, and eventually it removes all these pollutants. They don't have, their body is not yet have this kind of capabilities yet. Okay, so let's see. So how much water that need to be taken per day? Okay, so according to the WHO, and right, we need to have minimum 6 glass of clean water a day. So yeah, so and I think most of the people know for best it's 8 glasses lah. And actually, how is this? Is it necessary only 6 to 8 glass? It's actually different from people, right? Different weight requires to drink. The water level that you need to intake per day is mainly different by your weight. Like let me give you a very example. Right, for every 25 kg, all right, your weight, you need to consume 1 liter of water, clean water. Right. So for example, if you are a human, you are a person, male. Okay, you are having 70 kg male, all right? So you need to intake around 2.5 liter per day. For 58 kg females, all right, you need to consume around 2.2 liter per day, all right? It's very different from everyone. So it depends on your weight. It's a much more accurate number, yeah? So why do we need to take minimum 6 glass of clean water a day? What are the function of the water actually do to our human body? Okay, so there's a six points. All right, so the first point is the prevention of the kidney stone, and the second one is the prevention of cramps. Third one, muscles health. Fourth, regulate body temperature. 5, it's associated with the glowing skin, and the last one is the water aids digestion. So let us look deeply of each of these points. Yeah, so the first thing, clean water help us to prevention of the kidney stone. Hard deposits formed in the kidney typically consists of minerals and salt. And it's very common among males than female. Yeah. So, and between the age of 30 to 50 years old. Yeah. So all the kidney stone, the forming of the kidney stone is mainly due to the dehydrations. All right. So which means the amount of water leaving the body, it's greater than the amount being taken into our body. All right. So why? Because our body, it's not like our body, it's not our needs the water to flush out all the all the toxics and regulates the temperature, it will flush out certain amount of water out from our body. So it's not like, how if you drink less, then you excrete, you will flush the water less out of the body. No, if your body is dehydrated and your body needs, in order to flush out that amount of liquid out from your body, it will secrete um uh, all this water from your body and flush out all the toxins from your body. All right. So actually, the water that comes up from your body, it's come up from your cell, from your organs, contains a lot of salts and mineral. So when this kind of water pass through your kidney, it will block by your kidney and slowly deposit and slowly crystallize, and it will form the kidney stone in your kidney. So it's very important to drink sufficient amount of water to prevent the kidney stone. And I can tell you, kidney stone is no joke, right? So because not me and my father, he had a kidney stone before, and he tell me the feeling that it's really, really suffering, especially when you want to pee. Yeah, it's really suffering. So I trust my dad. I'm a good boy, and I recommend you guys to drink this sufficient amount of water to get this kind of disease. Yeah. So another one is prevention of cramps. All right. So many people are very curious about like what to do. This cramp only, what to do with those water? It's only because a lot of people like mainly just thinks that the cramps of your muscle is mainly associated with calcium and magnesium, but it's also mainly one of the factor. It's mainly due to dehydrations. You know why? Because fluids in your body need to be taken back to the organs with the help of water. If you are dehydrated, if your body is not enough water, your blood needs to do these jobs, and which will make your blood become thicker. And this disable the blood from reaching the muscle on time and slowly cause the sudden muscle cramps. All right, so dehydration is one of the factors that cause cramps according to the Mayo Clinics of USA. Okay, so yeah, so it's also can cause the muscle health. So because water transport the nutrients to your cell, and your muscle also have that you have a type of cell, it's called muscle cell. If you are dead, and the water helps to form the structure of the protein and glycogen. So when you are dehydrated, your muscle will be deprived of electrolyte and cramps. And when you are dehydrated, right, so the strength and the control will also be impaired. So for those, when you are doing workout, all right, so it's recommended you guys to constantly take in water when you are working out, because when if you are dehydrated when you work out, your strength can be obviously decreased one. All right, it's because dehydrated. Okay, so water it's also can help you help to get glowing skin. It will so for you guys who are really really focused into this beauty, right? So hydration it's one of the main factor that main factor to younger, brighter, and healthier skin, right? So hydrated will improve to be a far better solution to prevent or decreasing wrinkles than the many expensive and in most cases barely effective products being marketed to the public. Actually, we not only need to apply hydrations on our skin, but inside our skin, inside our body, all right, deep in our skin, we need to intake sufficient amount of water in order to get glowing skin. Okay, you can just imagine a balloon, right? So only the balloon which filled with water, it's have a very smooth surface, right? If the balloon is dry, it's no water inside, it's just wrinkle, right? So it's also applied, same theory applied to our skin also. So remember to have a good skin, drink more water. Okay. So another one, it's another function. It's I think most of the people also know already, very commonly known, is to regulate body temperature. So when we get sick, all right, so we will take the medicine and drink the water. So but the only drink the water, but water it's really play a big role in regulate the body temperature. All right. So when you are dehydrated, it's the loss of the water and salts from your out of your body. So this water and the salt helps to actually this water and salts, all right, helps to cool down your body and maintain your bodily functions. And dehydration the severe case of dehydrations can even lead to death. Okay, so yeah, drink more water, like your mom said, listen to your mom. And yeah, and the last one is water aids digestion. So the constipation, it's the universal condition to, I think, 9 out of 10 people have this problem. All right. So the reason for constipation is dehydration. When there is a lack of fluid or water in the colon to push the bowel forward, you are bound to be constipated, and and complete your daily requirement to avoid any poop last day. And there's also another, when if you have constantly headache or migraine constantly, like every day, it's mainly because due to you are dehydrated, right? So get yourself sufficient amount of water. All right. So don't so when you're headache, just take the Panadol. It's if you didn't drink sufficient water, how much medicine that you take, it's useless. Okay. So after talk about the functions of the water, right? So today I will mainly now I will analyze with you guys, right? All the water, because there's so many water treatment system in the market. So be it RO, alkaline, or bottled water, boiling, So in this section, I will analyze with you guys one by one. Okay. So the first water treatment system I will analyze is the RO, reverse osmosis. So actually the function of the RO, this kind of technology be invented, it is used in industrial usage, because they need to remove all the substance inside the water so that they can undergo some industrial process. Okay, so for this technology, the water purification process that uses a partially permeable membrane to separate ions, unwanted molecules, and larger particles. Okay, so in this RO, this technology, so the first layer of this RO is the sediment filter. So this sediment filter will trap particles, rust, and calcium bicarbonate, which is the larger particles. And the second layer of this of the RO is to trap the organic, is an activated carbon filter, is to trap the organic chemicals and chlorine. And the third layer is the reverse osmosis filter. It's a thin, firm composite membrane and with a really, really small size of pores. Okay, so actually this three layer of the filter is the common setup in the market. Okay, and also some of the RO water treatment system have this kind of second sediment filter, which are optional, and ultraviolet lamp, which are optional, and second carbon filter also, which is optional. But some of the RO system have all of this, but the most common one in the market only have these three. Okay, so what are the advantage of this reverse osmosis RO? So the advantage of this RO water treatment system is can effectively reduce inorganic compounds and reduce some of the organic compounds and reduce parasites due to have very, very small pores. But there's also a disadvantage because this kind of technology require high water pressure. Why? Because in order the water pass through the membrane, right, you need a very, very high pressure to push the water through the membrane. And by having due to this high pressure, right, so you need to have a pump in this water treatment system, which means your electric consumption will be higher also. So it's also reduce the beneficial minerals because the membrane is so small. The pores of the membrane is so small. It it can it's like 99% of the beneficial minerals, it's being filtered out from the water. All right. And this kind of technology may not effectively remove all the bacteria and viruses due to most of this RO water treatment system doesn't equip any UV lamp. Okay. And also this kind of system is slow and wasteful of water. Every one glass of the water, RO water, you need at least you need to at least waste out five glass of water. You can see when you see normal RO water treatment system, there's a small pipe. It's connected to the outside, right? So you will see that there is a water flow out from the small pipe, right? It's because it's because the all of these beneficial minerals, the water pressure, it's push the water through the membrane. That some wastage of the water will be pushed out. So by using this technology, you are not only using high amount of electric consumption, but you also waste a lot of water. And just now in the slides earlier on, I was said there's a lot of people doesn't access to clean water, but now we are really wasting the water by using this kind of technology. Okay, so the next technology, what is that? Is a carbon filtration. It's this kind of technology, it is kind of water treatment solution. It's the most traditional one, but it's effective one. The activated carbon to remove impurities from fluid using adsorption. So carbon filter is very effective in absorb those inorganic compound like chlorine. It's not absorption, it's adsorption. So like it will stick all those organic compound on the carbon. All right. So, and this kind of carbon filter, it can be filtered through several types of filters. So the advantage of this carbon filtration, it's can remove chlorine and removing particles such as sediment, volatile organics compound like we call VOC, and removing odor. All right. So because carbon have this characteristic of removing odor, like you may see most of the people, they will put a piece of carbon inside their clothes cabinets or some shoes rack. Yeah. So because carbon have this characteristic to removing odor, and this kind of characteristic is applied to water treatment system also. But the disadvantage of this kind of water treatment, it's they are not effectively to remove those dissolved inorganic substance, and it's very ineffective in to remove bacteria and virus due to they don't have any UV lamp. Okay, so another type is alkaline water. Okay, so this kind of alkaline water, it's the tap water pass through a chamber with electrodes to split water molecules into ions. And this kind of technology, the water purification process to raise the pH of the drinking water, which using the electrolysis to separate the incoming water stream into acidic and alkaline. So this kind of technology, it's just help us to change the pH of our drinking water. And last time I often see this kind of the advertisement of this kind of alkaline water says that it's very effective in neutralize the gastric juice, the acidity in our stomach. But don't forget our human body, it's a self-healing mechanism, right? So when stomach juice, the gastric juice, it's in acidic. So when we take in a lot of alkaline water, and it's neutralized the gastric juice, so your stomach will give a signal to your brain that you say that, okay, I don't have any, I not enough acidic already. So secrete more acid. So it's very contradictory, because initially you want to drink this kind of water, it's to neutralize the acidity in our stomach, but end up we actually increase the amount to secrete, the amount of the gastric juice to secrete inside our stomach. So it's in the end, you're right, it will harm our stomach. All right. So the advantage of this alkaline water is to allow the user to adjust the pH or dispense water. And this alkaline water is claimed to produce water in small molecule water cluster that penetrates cell more easily. But this claim has not been really documented. It's not really been documented in for and not being verified by third party. And is no documentation which can verify and supports the claim. And this kind of technology cannot effectively reduce the chlorine, organics, or inorganic contaminants from the drinking water also. Because with this kind of technology, because the purpose that a water treatment system is to remove all the harmful substances from the water. But in this technology, they do nothing in removing all the harmful substance, but it just changed the pH of the water. So it's quite funny, right? So what we really need is clean water that's free of contaminants, viruses, and bacteria. So in this comparison, so we can see that so last time we will see the water treatment methods. So now last time a lot of people just boil the water, then they are safe to be drink. But the water, and last time, yes, it's safe to be boiled the water and drink. But the water quality is really different from last time already, because the chemical substance inside the water it's different, the quantity, and the pollutions level of the water nowadays is really different compared to last time. So by boiling water, it's really don't do any things in improving like taste or improving any odor and others. So for alkaline water, yes, it improves taste and odor due to it change the pH level, but all of this in removing impurities, particles, remove chlorines are really questionable. And for activated carbon, yes, it's effectively remove taste, improve odor, and remove impurities, particles, but it can't remove chlorine and cannot remove organics, cannot remove heavy metals, cannot remove bacteria and viruses. Same to RO also. Okay, so today I would like to talk about the eSpring. Because eSpring can effectively to do all of this, to improve all of this. Okay, so let's see what makes eSpring so special. Why it can do all this, like improve taste, improve odor, remove all the bacteria and viruses. Okay, so let's talk about the technology behind eSpring. Okay, so the first thing is eSpring have advanced carbon blocks filter. Another one is a smart chips technology, e-couple wireless technology, and the ultraviolet technology. Okay, so let's talk about one. The first one is this advanced carbon block filter. So this activated carbon block filter can be effectively reduce over 140 types of contaminants that can be potentially affect your health with the 0.02 microns pause in the because of this 0.02 microns, it can be effectively reduce those 140 types of contaminants. Okay, and the beneficial minerals like calcium and magnesium are not removed. It can retain all those beneficial minerals. Okay, so it's not like RO. It doesn't like really remove everything from water. It just remove those harmful particles but retain the beneficial minerals like calcium and magnesium. Okay, so our eSpring also equipped with smart chips technology. So this smart chips technology is a sophisticated system that tracks the ultraviolet lamp and the carbon block filter's life. An LCD display will let you know how much life is left in your filter and when it needs to be replaced. Right. So with this smart chip technology, we don't need to really wait for we don't really worried for like how much of water that I already use. I don't need so when should I change the filter? We don't know. So with this smart chip technology, we know when to filter. So that's every pence that we spend on this filter that we know. All right, so we spend 500 something to change the filter. So it's because we already filtered, because we already use this the filter to filter out 5,000 liter of water. Yeah. So the third one is the ultraviolet technology. So the eSpring water treatment systems UV lamps destroy more than 99.99% of waterborne disease causing bacteria and viruses in the drinking water. Okay, so with this UV, so all the viruses and bacteria can be removed, can be killed. So this can be guaranteed that the waters that come out from eSpring is safe to be drink, safe to be used. So another one is our eSpring have e-coupled wireless technology. It's a patented wireless power technology that transmits electricity through air, water, and plastic components to light the unit's UV lamp. All right, so a lot of people will say, oh, this UV lamp, it will, because our units have UV lamp. So it means this UV lamp need to be on 24 hours, right? To power up the UV. No. It's only when there is water, the UV lamp only will be light up. So with this technology, we can really save up a lot of electric consumption. All right. So because when that's, it only will be, the UV lamp will be only light up when there's water present inside the filter. Okay. So 1 year of this 1 year of electric, for this eSpring, the electricity consumption is around around 5 ringgit per year. So it's very, very safe, the electricity. Okay. So, and the best part is a lot of the consumer are very worried about whether the claims from the manufacturer it's really is proven or not, it's true or not, because everyone only will say their technology is the best one, but it's really certified or not. So our eSpring, we are proud to say that our eSpring is really certified by NSF and WQA. So let me briefly introduce like what is the NSF. Actually, NSF is the National Sanitation Foundations, and our eSpring is the first water treatment system that be certified by NSF 42, 53, 55, 401, 477, and 473. Our eSpring is the only one water treatment system. It's certified by all of these. So our eSpring is certified as NSF 42, which is can improve the taste and odor, and NSF 53, health and effects, 55, UV microbiological system, which can kill all the viruses and bacteria, and also was certified NSF 401 to filter out all those emerging compounds, contaminants, NSF P477 microcysteines, P473 to remove all of the PFOAs. And our eSpring also awarded gold seals by WQA, Water Quality Associations. All right. So with this, with this certification, so we as an ABO, as a user or as a ABO, who are building this business, that we can proudly to promote these products to our friends and families or other people, to help them to choose a true water treatment system which can provide them the really true water, clean water. All right. So the products that I will be sharing today, it's until here, and today I will so there's a good news here. All right, so we have our another round of eSpring trade-in program. It started since 1st of January until 28th of this month, which is 28th of this month. All right, so we have a trade-in program. All right, so with the people who have used eSpring or water treatment system, you can get a rebate of 600 ringgit, and the water treatment system first generations or the eSpring which worth 1,500, you can have a rebate of 400, and the X brand which worth 500 to 1,499 ringgit, right? So you can rebate, you can get a rebate of 200 ringgit. All right. So another good news is now actually MA has really courtesy, it launched this ETO, easy to own program to all of us, and these programs, it's permanently available, permanently. No, it won't end, it's always have, because last time we only have 12 months ZIPP, but by now with this program we can extend the ZIPP until 24 months by just when we are investing in an eSpring and we investing in an eSpring cartridge. All right, so we can we are able to pay in the 24 months IPP, which it's only 172 ringgit 50 cents per month. All right, just imagine. So with this kind of program, right? So we can really target. We can promote this our water treatment system to all the students or to the working adults which just come out and works, which don't have not enough budgets. Because like imagine last time since I was student, so I invested in a eSpring that, but I only can get a 12 months ZIPP. And compared to this, I think this one, compared to that, I think this program can help a lot in expanding the student market and those working adult market. Okay, so there's another ETO program, which if you invest in, that's only 189 ringgit 20 cents to invest in eSpring and Murphy Richards hot water dispenser and an eSpring cartridge. And you can also have additionally 2 years warranty at only 168 ringgit. All right, so totally we have 4 years of warranty by using this ETO program. Okay, so this ZIPP 24 months, it's only available participant banks of this 24 months ZIPP. It's the HSBC, the Hong Leong Bank, the CIMB Bank, and the Public Bank. You can pay in online and walk in. But for Maybank and UOB and Standard Chartered and the Affin Bank, it's only available for walk-in payment only. All right, so for further details of these ZIPP things or of these promotions, right, you can really refer to the friends that really bring you into this meeting. All right, so by now I will end my sharing. All right, thank you, and I wish you all stay safe and stay healthy. See